During the 2020 lockdowns, Kelly and I made this podcast to talk about the movies that we love while bored at home. We tried so many different ways to record and edit, but found it difficult and we experienced some bad sound quality until we found Zencaster. It's now super easy to record a podcast with Zencaster. Log in using your browser and start recording a high quality podcast right away. Record studio quality sound and up to 4K video with your guests. Feel a sense of zen knowing Zencaster's multi layered backups ensure you always have your recordings in the highest quality, even if the connection is unstable. If you have thought about podcasting before and realized that you need a lot of different tools and services, those days are over. With Zencaster's all in one podcasting platform, you can create your podcast all in one place and distribute to Spotify, Apple, and other major destinations. So go to zencaster.com/pricing and use our code SYTYI, and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencaster paid plan. We want you to have the same easy experiences we do for all of our podcasting and content needs. It's time to share your story.
Hey guys, you've heard us talk about how we want to live our lives in balance with our hectic work lives to getting a workout in and treating our bodies better. I've been changing my routine up at the gym and getting myself to eat better. And one thing I'm adding is liquid IV. In one stick, I'm getting 5 essential vitamins and 2 times faster hydration than if I drank water alone. It's great for those tough workouts where I need an extra boost or when I'm feeling a little run down after a long day at work. I love how on the go this packaging is. I throw a few in my gym or my work bag and it takes up zero space. And the taste is amazing. Since it's summertime, I'm reaching more for strawberry lemonade. And with other great summer flavors like watermelon and guava, there's something for everyone. And it's not just the flavor that will have you grabbing for more. Like I said, Liquid IV contains 5 essential vitamins like B3, B5, B6, and B12, and vitamin C. And it's made with premium ingredients. So, if you want to up your hydration game this summer, get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use our code SYTYI at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using our code SYTYI at liquidiv.com.
Hi!
Hello.
Welcome to Tasting Pure Iconic, the movie podcast where we want people to stop throwing stuff at artists when they're performing on stage.
Yes, please.
That's now a girl has a microphone-sized dent on her forehead because she tried to mess with Cardi B.
Yeah.
That was really not one of the artists you could have done that with. I don't know what she thought she was doing.
Right. If you wanted to play with somebody, don't play with her.
Don't play with her. That
That
was
was the wrong
very
move.
dumb.
Yeah.
Also, if any of y'all throw something on stage at one of my faves while I am there, I will
Oh,
beat you
yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
I will,
We'll track you
es-
down. We'll fight you.
especially if it's Beyonce. I will
Oh,
literally
yeah.
make my way down to the floor to beat you.
I will make my way into Club Renaissance.
Hmm.
I know I'm not in Club Renaissance, but I will find a way to get in, and I am taking you down.
Yeah, and I already know by the time I get down there, you will already be bloodied by everyone else around you.
Yeah.
So,
So I'm
so
just kicking you while you're down.
I'm just gonna kick you while you're down. If you're still alive by the time I get
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah. If you're not, then, I'm still going to do it anyway. But
Yeah, don't mess with the beehive. Yeah, I will spit on your dead body. Don't.
yeah. Sorry. Or not.
Hmm.
Oh, and then
They,
that one girl got the offer from Playboy for throwing her bra on
her bra at Drake.
Drake's. Yeah,
Because wasn't it like a 36G? I was like, dang.
yeah. Apparently, it happened again, and it was a 42J.
Oh,
I saw that video this morning.
wow.
So yeah, people are still throwing bras at Drake.
Okay. But like Drake, really? Yeah, okay.
At this point, another person is looking for a job with Playboy.
Hmm. That has to be it.
Yeah, she's all
But
like,
yeah.
I'm gonna shoot my shot for Playboy, not for Drake.
But yeah, Let's be normal human beings
Yeah,
and not throw stuff at people.
that's weird.
It's very weird. Anyway, Kelly, how was your week?
It was okay. It was there were a couple of days that were pretty easy, so I'm not mad at it. Friday though, half of my team was gone.
Oh,
So
okay.
that was fun. At one point in the day, my supervisor came to the three of us who were still there, and he like looks at us. He's like, "Do you guys know that meme with the dog and the room's on fire?" And we're all like, "Yeah." He's like, "That's me. I'm sitting at my desk quietly saying to myself, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine."
Me last week.
So
Yep.
yeah, we were going through it on Friday though. Definitely going through it on Friday because
Okay.
there's usually 8 of us in my team, and then to go down to 3 people in the unit and then my supervisor, it's a lot to handle with just
Yeah,
4 people.
I
We
bet it
were we were
is.
not we got through it, but at what
You,
cost?
you always get through it,
Yeah,
but the mental toll it takes.
it's a
Yeah.
it's a little high if I'm being
Hmm.
honest.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would never want to go through that again, but it's probably going to happen
It's
again.
probably gonna happen again. At least a couple of
So
times.
yeah, not
Hopefully
looking
not
forward.
frequently. Hopefully not
Yeah, if it
frequently.
if it happens more frequently, I might have to have a word with somebody
Mm-hmm.
and be like,
Mm-hmm.
"Hey, can y'all not take off on the same day or like request the same days off?"
Don't
I
who's approving these days off?
right.
Is there not someone who's like checking like a schedule and being like, "Hey, I'm sorry, there's too many people."
And if y'all are calling out on the same day, can y'all just not?
Yeah. What was going on
Cuz
Friday?
I
Was
don't
there
know.
something you should have been doing?
Right. Should I have called off too?
Should
Like
you have called off? Was there something
what's
happening?
going on? I just want to know.
Yeah.
So
Now I'm
yeah,
a little
that
now my curiosity has been piqued.
right. Like I feel like I have to leave now to find whatever they're finding out there.
Yeah, they were hiding
Because if
something
it's
for
a
you.
exactly
Tomorrow at work, you need to be like, what was going on?
right. It's like, so what was this like a planned thing, or was
Yeah,
there something out there that I just didn't know of, or
yeah.
just asking.
It couldn't have been Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift was out here,
Yeah, no,
so
she started out here.
I don't know. I don't know what it could have been. Beyonce's not out there yet, so I don't know
Mm-mm.
what it could have been.
Right. So obviously it wasn't that important.
Yeah,
Just saying.
just saying.
But yeah, my brother is visiting, so I get to see my dog Few.
No shade, but like, when isn't he visiting?
I mean, yeah, he's been here May, June, and July now, and then into
Mm-hmm.
August. So yeah,
Oh, he's creeping up on 6 months.
I guess that's the beauty of
He
working
could
from
start getting
home.
he could start getting mail.
Exactly right, right. Next thing I know, I mean, he does send packages here, so if I have to start collecting his mail too, I'm just gonna be like, bro.
Oh, he's already getting packages there. Oh, he's like one step away from legally living there.
Exactly, exactly. What's going on here?
Yeah, what's going on?
But yeah, okay week. My body has decided to shut down on me.
Oh, mine
Uh,
has too, but for a whole different reason. But I'll talk about it.
yeah. I was I was fighting for my life at work at one point, and then I
Same,
my stomach was messed up yesterday.
same.
Messed
My stomach is
up.
messed up right now.
Like, dude, just the like. I'm like, oh, I know, I need to eat. My tummy is rumbling, and then I'll look at food, and then I'm like, I can't even look at you right now because I feel like I need to vomit. Like I don't know what's going on with my stomach, but like it's going through it right now.
I know
So
exactly what's going on with my stomach, but
oh no.
mm, Mm.
Uh-oh. Tell us what happened to your stomach.
So I had literally the worst week of work ever. Just
Mm.
awful. Awful. I was livid Wednesday and Thursday. Like
Yeah, you
just
were.
quite literally livid. Friday was really chill and it really helped, but like I still have anger festering up in me and it's like
Mm.
manifesting in like this weird feeling in my stomach.
Oh no.
Like I have not been able to let go of this anger. Like at all.
Mm.
Like I'm done with this job at this point. I've literally been rage applying to jobs. Like any job.
Mm.
I've just been
Yeah.
click, 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 click.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
I'm out. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you're so done.
I'm so done at this point. And it's not even the job itself, it's the people.
Yeah.
The job itself, I it's a little hard, but like I can do it.
Hmm.
It's the people. I don't trust these people anymore, so I'm complete. I'm done. I'm checked out.
Yeah, as you should.
The second I get an offer from another company, I am throwing it in my.
Accepting.
I'm accepting it, and I'm throwing in my resignation.
Yeah.
And I'm like, good luck.
Right.
Good luck.
You go back and you delete all your how-tos
I'm not gonna
just
do
to
that.
watch them suffer.
That's mean. I'm not gonna do that. But they just gonna have to figure it out from those how tos because I'm done.
Yeah. He's out.
These two companies I work for, by the way, yeah, I work for two companies.
Yes, he does.
They're killing me. I can't.
They actually are though.
I'm I'm too young to be this stressed out.
How did you go from one really stressed out job to this?
But it's two different stresses
It's
though,
too
and
different
that's so
stress.
weird.
Yeah.
My first one, the bosses were like, okay, they were good, they were fine. It was just the amount of work I had to do was insane,
Mm-hmm.
and
You were
now
working what, like 10-hour days, 10,
I was
11
working
hour
like 10 hours.
days?
Yeah, and now the work is it's still kind of heavy, not as bad at all, not as bad at all,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
but still kind of bad. And the managers gotta suck.
Yeah.
The
Kind
managers suck.
of?
They suck. They are awful people. Like they are awful
Yeah.
people. And one
They're
of them,
bad.
no, two of them are. So I work with different project managers, or
Mm.
program managers. My like actual manager for one of my companies, and then like my actual manager for the other company are awful managers. They are
Mm.
the worst managers ever. And one of them even complained to like because like my vendor company
Mm.
that um they want me to take on more of their work for them, and I'm just like, that's not.
Oh yeah.
I was like, so you want me to do your manager work? Like, I'm not doing that.
Right. So am
Like,
I a
there's
manager now? Is this a title change?
like, oh, okay. I'm trying to get into this without like
Yeah.
saying anything,
Getting into it, yeah.
but like the manager for the company that like my vendor company is like contracting me to, she literally went behind my back and complained about me, even
Yeah.
even though I haven't been doing anything wrong. But
He hasn't.
she went behind my back and she complained to me, to her boss, and then like my like vendor boss.
Mm.
And then he started like bringing up all of these complaints. None of them were specific at all. Like, not, I was like, okay, are there any specific instances she was talking about?
Right.
He never gave me any.
She's just
And
hating
then
to hate at this
and
point.
then I had like one-on-one meetings with her that um we would go over things and blah 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 blah. And if she needed me to do anything, I'd do it. If I need anything, I would tell her. Not once did she ever mention anything to me. Not once. Because if she
That's
needed me to do
awful.
something, I would have just did it. She has
Yeah.
not once mentioned anything about bad performance, about me needing to do XYZ. Nothing.
Yeah.
I
She's just hating on you to hate if she
and
doesn't have a
so
specific instance.
and so because of that, I had to sit in like 3 hours of meetings with my
Oh
vendor
God,
manager. And when I tell you
that's
I was
awful.
livid, I was so upset, Kelly. And
I
so
would be
now
too.
I'm taking over like our team meeting for her, and like my vendor manager doesn't
Oh
know anything, so
gosh.
he just kept like throwing in random stuff into like these notes that he wants me to do for this meeting. And
Hmm.
I was just like, cool, I'm just going to delete like half of this
Yeah.
because it doesn't make any sense.
Right.
But yeah, I I'm done. I'm I'm done. I
Yeah.
can't do this anymore.
You got to get out of there.
I have to get out of here. I was rage applying so bad to jobs. I accidentally applied for a job in Irvine.
You just saw available position and you're like, perfect. Sign me
Perfect.
up.
I did it, and then they emailed me, and I was like,
Oh
"Oops,
no.
sorry." So I just ignored it. I was like, I'm sorry."
You
I
don't
for
want to
I
move to Irvine?
because I obviously didn't like really remember any of the things I applied for. So when I
Yeah.
got the email from them, I went back on LinkedIn to like look at like the job posting, and
Uh-huh.
I saw the location as Irvine. I was like, "Oops,
You're
sorry."
like, can y'all just ignore that? Sorry.
Yeah, so sorry. Don't contact me again. But
Yeah, I didn't mean it.
I didn't mean it. I mean, I meant it, but like not for this
Yeah,
location.
but not for the yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So let's all pray for me,
Yes.
please, because I didn't tell you this. I also had a dream
No.
Saturday night that in the middle of said meeting, she was being like my manager was being so rude to me that I quit in the middle of the meeting. I was like, that's not a good sign. I was like,
Yeah, if you're dreaming about it, it's not a good
that's not a
sign.
good sign. I was like, oh
It's really
no.
not. Oh
Oh
no,
no. I
Jordan.
woke up and told my mom, and I was like, that's not a good sign. I was like,
It's not.
mm. So let's all see how this goes. On a bright side, though, we're getting closer to Beyonce, and I received my concert headphones that like reduce noise.
Is it the ones
Yay!
that I always see like advertised, or is it like a different
They're
one?
called Loop
Oh yeah, I've
Quiet.
seen those. I've seen those.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Those are cute.
I don't want to like lose my hearing, so
Yeah, I usually, because I
and I have
haven't been to a big one in a while, I usually just use the regular earplugs. But
maybe
maybe
that last time we went to the JoJo concert, it was deafening. So I
it was pretty loud, I will say.
I got the especially when that time when we were like on the floor, it was
Oh
loud,
yeah,
loud. So
yeah,
I got
yeah,
me some headphones to protect my ears.
yeah. As you should.
So I'm ready. I'm ready now.
Maybe I should look into those.
You probably should. I'm ready.
Which ones did you get, by the way?
I just got
This is
like the
not sponsored, by the
it's
way.
not. The sponsor
We're
segment
just talking about
happened
it.
earlier.
Yes.
Um these are just Loop, like Loop, Loop headphones.
Did you get a specific one? Because they're like there's like different
It says Loop
ones.
Quiet.
Oh, quiet. Okay.
Yeah. They're earplugs, they're not headphones. Oops. but but yeah.
Yeah,
And
I like your
I can't give a
colors.
review. I've never used it before, y'all, so I'll let y'all know
Yeah.
when we get back. But
Oh,
yeah.
I really like the color. Oh, but Loop,
Oh,
if you do want to sponsor, just kidding.
if you do want to sponsor us,
Just saying, we are going to the collectively. Jordan and I are going to 5 concerts, so
hmm
we
yeah,
have use for these.
yeah, exactly.
Just saying.
Just saying. But yeah, overall, the week was not good. It was. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It was not good at all. I did go to the movies twice this week, but that was about it.
I mean,
That
you always go to the movies though, so
I always go to the movies now because I have AMC
it's a
A list.
it's
But
it's low key your job at this point.
yeah, I see at least one movie a week at this point.
That is true. And I mean, July was the
It
month
was
of
really
movies.
heavy. It was really
Yeah.
heavy. I saw one, two, three, four, five, six, 7 movies this July.
Oh, jeez. Because
Yeah,
there were like two coming out every weekend, right?
yeah. I saw another movie yesterday. That hasn't technically come out yet, but there was like a sneak preview, so I went to go see it yesterday.
Is it the one you texted me about?
Yeah, and
Oh,
then
okay.
I'm seeing another movie on Thursday. I
I love that for you.
love that for me too.
Are you sure there's
It's
not like a job you can apply for that
There
allows you
should
to do
be
all that? There should be.
AMC, AMC. Like if you have like a movie reviewer job, I'll do it.
Right.
I'll do it.
And Jordan won't sugarcoat. He'll tell you straight.
I will tell you straight up.
Yeah. That's just how he is.
How the cookie crumbles. But yeah, here's hoping for a better week this week.
Yes.
Here's hoping
We
some of
need
these
one.
here's hoping some of these jobs reach out to me because I'm dead serious. I'm leaving this job. I can't.
Yeah, you need to.
So yeah, yay. Okay, Kelly. So are you ready to talk about this week's movie?
Yes, I am.
Yay. Okay,
This
so
very beautiful movie.
we're continuing our independent movie era.
Yes, we are.
Supporting the strike. So this week we're talking about Can You Keep a Secret? Yay. So,
Yay.
um before we even like get started into the movie, there was like 12 different companies associated with this movie.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like the little like company taglines just kept going.
It kept coming. Dude, at one point I like started the movie and I'm all like, oh wait, I gotta go like grab water before like it actually starts. So I'm like running to the kitchen, grabbing my water bottle and coming back. I'm like, did I accidentally pause it? Like, why are we still why are we still here?
Yeah, and then just like what was that movie with Haley Steinfeld and she was like a spy? We did it on this podcast. What movie was that?
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember what it's called.
Barely Lethal. That's what it's called.
Ah,
Just like
yes.
just like Barely Lethal, it has like a very long animated like
Mm-hmm.
beginning of the movie of her like walking her dog and doing random stuff during the day.
Yeah.
And so when our movie actually starts,
12
our
minutes later.
12 minutes later, um, our protagonist Emma Corrigan in voiceover is talking about how we all hide our vulnerabilities to just get by, which like, yeah, duh.
Yeah. True. Duh.
Duh. The world would be chaos if everyone was going around telling the truth all the time, and
Oh yeah.
it would be bad. So she's in a meeting to get a cruise company to buy her company's organic energy drink, Panda Prime, but they say no because they're primarily a cruise line for older people, and older people
Mm.
don't really drink energy drinks.
Yeah.
And so she gets all riled up trying to convince them, and she accidentally shakes the can and it explodes.
Oh yeah, that was not a good idea.
Yeah. Also, she's supposed to be like a marketing assistant, and I'm like, why is she going into client meetings?
Right. That's that role is not really customer facing.
I was like, first off, that's not really a marketer's job.
Yeah.
I was like, that's more of an account manager's job.
Yeah. When you if you don't know about marketing, marketing isn't actually going out and marketing.
No,
It's coming up with the campaigns.
it's mostly like coming up with campaigns and research and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It's not really interacting with the client themselves.
Yeah.
That's what the account team is for. Like the account
Mhm.
executives, the representative. Like that's what they do.
Yeah. They set her up. They set her up.
They did set her up for failure. And so at the airport, she gets some drinks before her flight, and the flight attendant on her flight notices that she's been having a bad day, and so she upgrades her to first class.
The next time I'm on a flight and I look awful, can somebody
Can
upgrade me to
someone
first
upgrade
class?
me? Thanks. That would be great.
Just asking. Thank you.
Um, and so she's seated next to a random man. She gets very sloppy drunk on the flight, and after some
Oh
heavy
yeah.
turbulence, she begins to spill all of her secrets out to this man.
She hates flying, by the way.
She hates flying, and she's drunk, so
Oh yeah, it's a great combo.
great combo. Some of my favorites that she says is that she doesn't know she has a G spot. She
Yep.
she pours orange juice into her bitchy coworker's plant.
I love that one.
She pretends that she likes jazz concerts that her boyfriend takes her to. Um, he does a weird thing with his tongue during sex,
Yeah. Yeah.
and she
No.
doesn't think she's ever been in love. And
There's some others in there, but they're not as
bef-
interesting.
they're not as interesting. Plus, we get more sprinkled throughout the movie.
True.
Before she knows it, they've landed, and she just runs off the plane.
Yeah,
Which
he's just letting her talk. He
yeah,
just lets her go.
she's talked to him for who knows how long.
I know,
Enough
because
enough that they've landed. So
yeah, they're going from Chicago to I don't know where.
New York, maybe.
Is that a long flight?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but either
Maybe
way, that's even if it is just a 2 hour flight, that's 2 hours of
that's
secrets.
2 hours of secrets. I don't think I
That's
have
just
2 hours of secrets to tell
I
anyone.
I definitely don't. I definitely don't. She was literally just talking for 2 hours
For
at him
two,
at
yeah,
minimum.
yeah. And he sat there and he listened to all of it and remembered
Yes, he
it,
did, and
which
remembered it.
insane. And so when she lands, her boyfriend Connor picks her up, and he's weird. He's a
Oh, right from
weirdo.
the get go.
He's weird. He also tells her that he wants them to move in together, and then she starts crying.
Bro, like, why would you do that to her? You already know that she's had like an awful flight with turbulence and she hates flying, and that's
Right?
what you're gonna say to her?
And now and
Let's
now
move in?
you're asking her to make a life decision.
Right.
All of this happens while the man from the plane watches in the background.
Yeah.
The next morning, she wakes up and Connor is talking to her while she's asleep and staring at her.
It's creepy. It's so creepy.
He, like I said, he's a weirdo.
He's like, I can't
He,
wait to wake up to this every morning. And I'm like, oh, absolutely not.
absolutely not. Please don't do that.
Yeah.
He's also walking around his house with no undergarments on.
Yeah, just a shirt. And the shirt's
Just a
not even long.
no. He has such a tiny butt though. It's so
Yeah.
small. I
It's
feel
it's
like
just a regular it's just a regular butt.
I feel like if I pinched it, I would have the entire thing. But yeah, he just walks around his house, no pants on,
Yeah. I no. Nope.
which gross.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
I don't care if it's your own home.
Yeah, why are you walking
I did
around
not.
naked?
I
That's
did not sign
weird.
up for that. I did not sign up for that.
If yeah, and if you're walking around naked, it's making me think that you're sitting on your furniture naked, which is
Naked,
eh,
right?
disgusting.
Right. Parts of you are touching surfaces that I have touched recently.
Yeah, no,
I'm good.
don't do that. Later, Emma is walking to work with her coworker Casey, who's been dating a woman who has been using him for free labor to update her home.
Yes. I love that for her.
I love that for her too. When they get to the office, it's actively being redecorated because the co-founder, Mr. Jack Harper, is showing up.
It's the devil wears Prada.
hmm Emma then gets reprimanded by her boss, Sybil, because of how badly her meeting went, but she doesn't get fired.
Miracle.
Miracle. Even though kind of Sybil's fault.
Yeah, she set her up.
She was not ready for that meeting, obviously. Jack gets to the office and it's the guy from the plane, and they immediately notice each other. And he starts to give her so much shit. Like he pokes
Oh
fun
yeah.
at all of the secrets that she told him. Like how the coffee at work is terrible, about the plant. like
The way I would immediately would have been like, I have to leave.
I have
I
to leave.
I
Sorry,
have to
family
go.
emergency. Gotta go.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hello. My grandmother's in the hospital. I gotta go.
I gotta go. I'm so sorry.
Right now.
I'm also going to take some bereavement because it's looking like she's gonna.
Yeah, she's on
So,
life support already, so it
yeah,
looks like we gotta pull the plug today. And
right.
I'm just gonna think ahead and do
See you
it.
in 2 weeks.
Exactly.
um, After he makes like his big greeting to everyone, and it's like, "Hey," she goes into his office and asks if they can like keep each other's secrets, like all the stuff that she told him, and then his one secret is that he doesn't want anyone to know that he was in Chicago, which
The
like
fact that I would have needed more dirt.
right, I'd be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna need a little bit more."
Yeah, because the
Like,
fact that you
why were
have
you in Chicago?
right, like I
Because
spilled my
obvious,
guts to you, and I
because
only get that you. I can't tell people that you were in Chicago.
right, who cares?
Right? Who cares?
Who cares?
I don't. I need the reason why. I need to know how long you were there.
Yeah, I'm gonna need
I
a little
need
bit more
more.
dirt. Um, and right before she leaves, he asks her if she's really never been in love. Mm, mm.
Mm,
When Emma gets home, her I put coworker. That's not right. It's literally her roommate. Her roommate
yeah.
Lissy is seemingly having sex with her coworker,
Yep.
who, by the way, is Britney Spears' husband.
Wait, what?
That man is Britney Spears' new husband. I How long have they been married? Like it's been
I
pretty
don't know.
recent. So like her
Yeah.
new husband,
Yeah.
which is insane.
Oh, dang.
Her other roommate Gemma comes in and tells them that she's going out because she's a party girl.
Love that for her.
Yeah. Emma tells Lissy that the guy she was on the plane with is the co-founder of her company, and they start talking about whether or not Emma is going to move in with Connor. And Emma doesn't think there's a spark anymore, so Lissy suggests that they spice things up by having sex at work because they both work at the same
Ugh,
company. I'm like, uh,
don't.
don't do that. There's way more
Don't.
risk involved with that than you were thinking of,
Yeah, because it's not just getting caught, it's then getting caught and then getting
and then
fired.
getting fired,
Right.
possibly
So the
possibly
risk,
arrested.
right, in public indecency.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
let's
not worth it. It's never worth it.
I mean, I think I've said on this podcast before, I am heavily anti sex in public. I think it's gross. I think it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's unnecessary.
Keep it to yourself.
Keep it to yourself. Thanks.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
So the next day, while observing the marketing team, Jake has people bring up what they're reading, and he pokes fun at the fact that she pretends to read books with her coworkers.
Awful.
And then he also pokes fun of the fact that she and Casey have a secret code for when they want to sneak out to get coffee, which is hilarious because like you're adults, just go get some coffee.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a at my work there's like a coffee truck nearby. And me and my friend will be like we'll like tease each other and we're like, do you want coffee? And we'll just go. Even
Yeah,
if the line will take us
you
like 15 minutes sometimes, I'm just like,
you just get up and go. Like you're an
just
adult,
get up
just
and
go
go.
get some
Right.
coffee.
Right. It's fine.
When they get back, Jack and Emma are in the elevator, and he tells her that he and the other co-founder of the company, Pete, had their own code before Connor comes in, and Connor pretty much says that when he's at work, he and Emma mean nothing to each other.
Yes. Yeah. It's all professional.
It's all professional. He was like,
All
"We're
professional.
eunuchs. Like we, like we don't even know each other when we step into this
Yeah, who is
building."
this? I don't know you until you step out of that building. Then
It was
suddenly you're my girlfriend.
what? How did he ever get Emma to agree to go
No,
out on a first
seriously.
date with him?
Seriously. Like, if you're not even willing to acknowledge her and you're in a relationship now, how did you ever get her attention?
And how did you keep it? Like, you're so weird.
He's so weird, and it's not like the endearing. Oh, he's yeah. It's like a quirky
Quirky.
thing.
No,
No,
he's just weird.
he's just weird.
Connor then later that day gives a marketing research presentation, and it's painful to
It's
sit through.
it's awful.
He's drawing on a chalkboard.
Why do they even have that chalkboard?
I don't know. And then he's obviously not been doing any real research because all he
No,
says is our target demographic is millennials, and I'm like,
millennials.
what type of millennials?
Yeah, because it's not
Women,
just the group. Right,
men,
right,
working millennials, hippie millennials. Like, what's the actual demographic? You just made
right.
this up on the
Yeah, you
spot,
just picked a group and just rolled with it.
right? You were like,
Yeah,
this is who we're targeting it to because this is who everyone targets everything to.
exactly,
It's like,
exactly.
got it.
Got it.
And then Emma brings up that her grandpa and his friends love the product and that they should do more research into older demographics. And Connor literally, like, pretty much laughs in her face in front of everyone
Yes,
in this meeting.
that.
That alone, she should have broke up with him for.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I would have been like, oh, okay, great. So you're going home alone tonight.
Yeah, he starts laughing at her. He's like, but that's not our target demographic. And I'm like, if you had done some research, maybe you would know what the actual target demographic is. But
Right.
whatever. And then when Jack brings up later to Emma that her relationship doesn't really seem good, she then texts Connor to meet her in the archive room and tries to get him to have sex with her.
No.
But he refuses. And then so she's like, you know what? This is not working out. And finally breaks up with him.
Good for her.
Good for her. He then goes on the like typical I'm a good guy rant and leaves.
Ugh.
At home, Gemma tells Emma, which yikes, that she should have just pretended in her relationship like her parents did, and leaves to go to a baby shower in a sheer bodysuit.
Yes.
Gemma's
she
Gemma's the
she's her
best
own
part of this
character.
movie.
Yeah,
Best part of the
she's
movie.
I, honestly, Kimiko, the actress's name, she plays characters like this in like different shows, and she nails it every
Lo-
single time.
Loved her in Orange Is the New Black.
Mm-hmm.
At work the next day, Emma tells Nick, who's like an account executive for the product that they were talking about in the market research presentation called
Mm.
Panda Bites, which is an awful name,
Yeah.
that he should use a small portion of his marketing budget, which why does an account executive have a marketing budget? Whatever. To advertise in a bowling magazine to try to see if an older demographic will like the product more. And
Mm.
then after she pretty much blackmails him, he says yes.
Yep.
Because something happened at a party or something that he doesn't want other people to know about.
No.
And so
I
she
kind of
brings
want to
that up.
know,
I
but
want
we
to
will
know.
never
We
know.
never know. Maybe,
Boo.
maybe, maybe there's a universe where they filmed like a little cutoff scene
Right.
where we saw what happened. Not in this one though.
Not in this one, no.
Emma then gets summoned to Jack's office, like literally summoned.
Yeah, seriously.
Sybil is like, Jack wants to see you in his office with the code that Jack used to have with Pete. The
Yeah.
like Leofold file or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah,
It's a file. He's calling for a file and he
he's
just
calling
wants to
for a
talk to
file.
her.
He just wants to talk to her. Um, and then she actually shows up with a file.
Yes, she does.
Like she made a file.
she she doesn't know how to just
Be a normal
sneak.
person.
Yeah, like you know he doesn't need the file. Nobody else knows you're going to see him other than your boss, so just
Yeah,
go see him.
just go see him.
It's
And
fine.
then when she gets there, Jack's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about your relationship." You want to go out?
Right. Immediately. No, no, like, oh, like, I'm a friend if you need to, like, talk about it. Just
Yeah,
immediately, let's go out.
yeah, but he also did not ask her out in a complete sentence.
No, he
He
didn't.
he kept like stuttering words, and then she was like kind of filling in the gaps, and then she's like, "Yes,
Yeah, he's like, you kind of want to go out, you want to, and
go
she's
to
like,
dinner."
go, yeah, like, go do what?
It was so awkward.
It was bad. It shouldn't have been that hard.
It shouldn't have
You
happened
could,
because this is her boss. Like, this is a lawsuit
yeah,
waiting to
yeah,
happen.
yeah. No,
And they never like cleared this with like HR or anything. Like,
no,
he just asked her
no.
out and then they just went on a date.
Yeah,
Insane. And so that night he shows up early for their date. And so she lets him in and he gets to meet Lissy.
I love
And
how he lets himself in.
he does. He's like, "Well, I'm already here, so I'm just gonna come up." And I was like,
Yeah,
"Whoa."
she's like, yeah, I'm not really ready yet. Do you want to just wait here at the door? And he's like, I can just come in.
Yeah,
And
and
she's
he's
like,
I
okay.
guess
Yeah,
awkward. Don't do
I would
that.
have been like, no, you're staying right here. I'm shutting my door.
Right? Like I
You
literally
decided to
don't.
get here early.
Right? I don't know you.
Yeah,
I'm not letting you in
yeah,
my home.
right. Like, I have other people in this home too, and they probably don't want you to be there.
Right? And like I know you're technically like a famous person, but like you could also be like a serial killer. Like I don't know
Exactly.
you.
I don't.
And so they go out and Emma for some reason is the one who planned it even though he asked her out.
She's doing too much.
She's doing way too much. And so
Yeah.
they're going to a secret club, but they just end up in a random alley because Emma doesn't know where the club is.
The fact that she just went to a random door and tried. Like,
Yeah,
I
hilarious.
they kind of set her up for that one.
He then comes up with the idea of going to go get falafel.
Yeah.
He then talks about how much he misses Pete, who died at some untold period.
Mhm.
And they're about to kiss when he gets a call and seems kind of bummed after, but won't tell her what it was about. And then they do kiss.
Yeah.
And then we get the cliche, "You could have any woman. Why me?"
I hated this part. I
And
always
then
hate it when they do this in movies.
he's like, "Because I want you." He's like, "I fell for you on that plane when you looked disgusting and were telling me every single secret about your life."
Exactly. I fell in love with the street rat that you are.
Yeah.
Like, God, no, shut up. Please.
And so they make their way back to Emma's house and they have sex, and their pillow talk includes Jack talking or telling her that he has webbed feet
Yeah.
because she keeps like going on about how like perfect he is,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, "I'm not perfect," and then pulls up the cover and shows his webbed feet.
Mm.
I'm like, yeah, that's kind of weird, but like it's barely noticeable because like who's staring at people's
Yeah.
feet?
Yeah, that's gross if you are.
Yeah,
It's not even bad. It's just two of his toes are just
yeah.
together.
And if he like really wanted to, he could get them separated.
Right. Like, it's not like they're conjoined twins and they could never
Yeah.
get them apart.
It's not like they're both sharing like a major artery and like if he cuts it, it
Right.
will like die.
It's literally his Achilles heel. He'll literally
Yeah.
die if they separate the toes.
We then have a montage of them going on dates, but Emma starts to feel weird because she has shared everything with him and he seemingly shared nothing with her.
Yeah, she just continues to just share
Which
things
like
with
at this
him.
point, how does she still have stuff to share?
Right. Like, How much you already told him your darkest secrets, sure. And there's like little things about you that you can still talk about, but like how many dates have y'all been on and how long? And then how long were you talking to them?
I counted at least 5 in that little montage.
Like, girl, how? And also, how has he just like randomly said something about himself?
Right? He hadn't said a single thing about him. Like, what have you guys been talking about?
Right. And is it just you talking the whole time?
Right? That's weird.
Right, because there's obviously natural flow of conversation where you could be like, oh yeah, and I did this, and then he could be like, oh yeah, I've done that too.
Right?
Like
Was he
that's
not?
something small you can share about yourself. He hasn't
Was
done that.
he hasn't done that? That's strange. And so one day Emma comes home and Lissy and her coworker are making a lot of noise. And so she just walks into Lissy's room for some
The fact that
reason.
she just walks in,
Strange.
like I know you knocked, but like if you're hearing stuff like that, you can jump to a natural conclusion and ask her later.
Yeah, and then so she walks in on him performing or thinking that he's performing
Thinking,
cunnilingus.
yes.
And so Lissy then comes into Emma's room and is like, "No, we weren't having sex. We're a part of a lawyer dance group." And I was like, that doesn't explain what was happening
Yeah, yeah,
at
yeah.
all.
Like you could be in a lawyers who dance club and still have sex with one another. It's
Yeah,
not mutually exclusive.
I was like, that position you both were in was not very
Right. Is
dance
that
like.
dancing? Is
Yeah.
I do not dance like that.
Why was his head between your legs? Like that doesn't
Right.
make any sense.
Right. Like what kind of routine are y'all doing?
Yeah. And so Lissy then asks Emma if Jack has told him anything about himself yet, and he hasn't.
Yeah, that.
But Emma thinks that he will soon. And I'm like, how long have y'all
Mm,
been kind of casually going out?
right. Like if you think about it like one date a week, that's 5 weeks.
Yeah,
You don't know anything about this man?
nothing
Hmm.
strange. Um, one day Jack is doing an interview and pretty much outs the fact that he's dating Emma and inadvertently spills all of her secrets.
The fact that it just kept going.
It just kept going and getting worse
Like
and worse. And he
it
had
was
that goofy smile on his face like he was being cute. And I was like, dude,
because some of the stuff that he was saying, it's like, especially towards the end of his little rant or whatever, possession.
yeah,
Like it was like, do you actually like this girl?
right? It sounds like you're trying to embarrass her.
Because the way that he was describing like what she does and like what she believes and whatever, I'm just like, it sounds like you actually want to plan this downfall for her. Like
Yeah.
what? Also, the fact that he didn't know he was live.
How did he not know that?
How did he not? Because
Did
there's
you
they
did
tell
you
you.
yeah, did you not know what you signed up for?
Right. Clearly, this was something either done by an assistant or by somebody else, and he just wasn't listening.
Probably.
He
Probably.
just heard interview, and he's like, "Sure, that's great.
Sure.
Let's do that."
Yeah. Most interviews aren't live now. Like, yeah.
Sure.
And so she runs home crying, where Lissy comforts her and Gemma tells her, I told you not to let that man know stuff about you.
I love her.
Which, like, kind of
I
valid.
love her.
You
That
you ca-
yeah.
you kind of got her with that one, Gemma. Just
Yeah, yeah,
just this one time.
yeah. She's not wrong.
Jack then calls her and she tells him off.
As she
Gemma
should.
and Lissy then tell her that she needs to get even and reveal his secrets. But she's like, I don't know any secrets
She's
about
like,
him.
sorry to this man, but I don't know him.
I don't know him.
Literally.
She's like, the only thing I know is that he was being very secretive about going to Chicago.
Chicago. And even then, they both of them were like, and what
Girl.
about
And it
Chicago?
right,
Like, what
what
about
about
Chicago?
Chicago?
She has no idea.
They were looking at her like she was crazy. They were like, you don't know anything about this man?
Right.
You let
She's
him in
all
our
like,
house? You don't
right. And
know
you didn't know
anything?
him? That would have made me mad.
Yeah. Um, She then later meets up with Casey, and he is absolutely no help in making her feel better.
Oh no.
When Jack comes in and apologizes to her, but like she does not care.
As she
She's
should.
she starts yelling at him about never telling her anything about him, and she says that he's like, it's hard for me to trust people.
Grow
Ugh.
up.
Yeah, you're a grown man, please.
Do something
And
about that.
and she leaves because she doesn't want to be the only one being vulnerable.
Right.
Gemma gets really stuck on getting revenge for Emma. So she tells Emma that she knows a paparazzi guy who can get the dirt on Chicago. But Emma's like, "No, I'm good. Like, I don't need you to do that."
Yeah, she's like, it's fine. It's okay.
And so one day, Emma goes to the office, and in a meeting, Nick tries to take credit for Emma's idea to put an ad for Panda Bites in a bowling magazine because it's been effective. And Emma
Mm-hmm.
calls him out on it, which good.
Right, as she should.
She also demands a promotion and gets it. But one of her coworkers, the one that she pours like orange juice into her plant,
Orange. Yes.
tries to slut shame her. She's like, "Oh, you only got this promotion for sleeping with your boss," and she says this in front of everyone.
Right. None of these people at this company know how to lower their voice, first of all, or know how to pull somebody aside and have a private conversation.
How does anything get done at this company? Everyone's
I
so
don't
passive aggressive
know.
and like mean.
Seriously. This work environment is toxic.
It's toxic.
It's toxic.
And so her boss Sybil then tells her after like everyone leaves that she earned the promotion and that she would have to work so much harder to prove herself because one, she's a woman, and two, she slept with her boss.
Right.
Which
That'll just
valid.
follow you forever.
Yeah. In the elevator, Connor asks her if he is good at sex, and she's like,
Ugh.
no.
The fact that she dignified that with an answer.
And so while Casey is standing there in the elevator, he
Yeah.
asks for instructions on how to be better.
No. Absolutely not.
And they're doing like this back and forth thing, like right in front of Casey. And I'm like,
He's in the middle of them, by the way.
he's
He's
in the
in between
middle.
them.
I'm
So
like,
it's not like he can just leave this conversation without it being weird.
I would have
And they're
moved
in
to
an
the,
elevator.
I would have moved from at least being in front of them. I would have
Right.
moved. I went to the front of the elevator and just stared at the wall. I would have been like, I
Right.
can't.
I would have been millimeters from that door because the second
Yeah,
it opens, I'm out.
yeah. I don't care what floor we're on. I'm getting
Right.
out.
I need to get out.
And so Emma then goes to Lissy's dance performance, and Jack shows up and tells her that he was in Chicago visiting Pete's secret daughter that he's been trying to keep out of the spotlight, probably because it was a black child. But you didn't hear that. You didn't hear that from me. Um,
No.
and then he like apologizes. He's like, "I'm so sorry for not being truthful with you." And then they both watch Lissy's performance. Backstage, Gemma brings her paparazzi guy. Why? I don't know. Why this couldn't have been like a phone call? Like why that man have to like physically be
Right.
there?
I don't know.
And when Jack sees him, he gets upset and storms off. Even though she didn't tell that man anything.
Anything,
In
right?
fact, she was telling that man to leave.
Right.
We then cut to a plane that Jack is on, and Emma somehow gets on the plane and tells
Right.
him
She just shows up.
she just shows up. And
Post
she
9/11.
post 9/11. And she tells him that she didn't tell the man anything and pretty much begs him to forgive her,
Oh my god.
even though she
No.
didn't do anything wrong.
She didn't do anything wrong. Honestly, he's still in the wrong.
Before she gets sent back to her seat in coach. Jack follows her back to coach and tells her some of his secrets, like how he's afraid of the dark, he has a fake tooth, and he tried to keep the bra of the girl that he lost his virginity to. Oh, and that he also is afraid of flying. They then kiss, and that's the end of the movie.
Yeah, there suddenly everything is okay.
Everything's okay. Okay, you ready for the movie facts? None of these are good.
Okay.
None of these are good. I'm so sorry. First one. This movie is based on a novel by
Is
Sophia
it?
Kinsella. You couldn't
Okay.
tell?
I mean,
This was giving romance novel.
really
This
bad romance
this was
novel.
this was giving um Clarence Bin at Barnes and Noble romance novel.
Okay, I'm thinking more like the $5 bin at Walmart, but okay.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's probably its spot. That's probably its sweet spot right there.
Yeah, that's the demographic.
Second movie fact: this is Alexandra Daddario's first film in which she is a executive producer.
Oh,
Good for her.
good for her.
Wish she picked better projects, but
Yeah, we want better for you.
not much we can do there.
Yeah.
Um, Alexandra Daddario and Tyler Hoechlin had previously worked together in a 2011 movie called Hall Pass, although they had no scenes together in that movie. I've seen
Okay.
that movie. It's not great, but it's like kind of funny, I guess. It's like one of those raunchy comedies.
Oh,
It's okay.
okay.
Emma reveals her secret during the turbulence that every time she hears Demons by Imagine Dragons, she cries. And in 2012, Alexandra Daddario appeared in the Imagine Dragons music video Radioactive.
Good for her, I guess.
I think I remember her in that video. She was the one that with like the bear that was like walking, right? That sounds
Oh,
right.
it's been such a long time, but I think that might be right.
I think that's right. Okay, last movie fact. Tyler Hoechlin, who plays Jack, reveals at the end of the movie that he keeps a baseball bat under his bed. Tyler Hoechlin played college baseball and almost went pro in real life.
Yo,
Yeah,
go
good,
off.
good for him. Y- Yeah. That's it. That's all we
Okay.
got. So Kelly, it's time for the question. Is this movie iconic?
No.
See, I actually put yes. I thought this was a bad
Really?
iconic movie. I thought this was a bad iconic movie. It was so rushed and obviously done on an extremely cheap budget. And it
Uh-huh.
gave like cheap romance novel. Before I even knew it was a cheap romance novel, it gave cheap romance novel. And
I
I
feel like
think
there's better ones out there though. Like
better
really awful.
really bad
Yeah.
romance movies. You
Yeah,
gonna
because I feel like I had too much secondhand embarrassment in this one for it to be funny to me.
Oh, absolutely. But I actually did find this secondhand embarrassment funny.
Okay.
Anytime Gemma was on screen, I was laughing.
Yeah, I did love that. I loved her.
That scene in the elevator when she was trying to give Connor trick tips was so awkward and it made me laugh. I'm so sorry.
It was bad.
I chuckled a little. Sorry. The fact that he was always walking around this house naked, hilarious. I had fun. I did.
Okay.
I had fun. I gave this movie like a 2 on Letterboxd, but I had fun.
Okay. All right.
Actually, was it even that high? Let's see. Oh, I never logged it.
Uh-oh.
I think I just rated it. I didn't log it. Oops.
Uh-oh.
But it is 2. Okay, Kelly. Well, we both had very differing opinions on this movie.
Yes, we did. We're usually in sync, but
We're usually in
not today.
sync. Yeah, not today. That's okay. It's we still both agree it was a bad movie though, so like that's all that
Yeah.
matters.
Yeah.
Okay. What are your recommendations for this week?
Okay, so I've got.
Before she starts, my first recommendation is Tori by Tori Kelly.
Stop! No! No! How dare you? No. I knew I was gonna say right at the beginning. I know I'm stealing one of yours, Jordan, but here you come, swinging. How dare you? I trusted you. I can't. No. I. I can't believe you right now.
I won.
I
I
cannot
won.
believe you. I
I
cannot believe
won.
you.
Because I knew that was going to be the first thing to come out of your mouth. And I was like, nope, not this time.
Shut up.
You know how many times Kelly has stolen my recommendations?
It's not
Oh,
my fault we both like the same music. Okay?
sorry. I had to get my lick back just this once. I'm so sorry.
But yes, our shared recommendation, Tori by Tori Kelly, her new EP.
Yeah,
It's really good.
it
I'm not
is.
going to say any more so he can talk about it since it's his recommendation. So my 2 recommendations this week.
Mhm.
The first one is Tiptoeing by Hope Tala. I've kind of been in my my girl group era, and
Okay.
this song's pretty good.
I love a girl
I've
group.
Yeah, so this one's pretty good, pretty boppy. I love it. Um, and then my second recommendation is Drink Water by John Batiste, John Bellion, and Fireboy DML.
Okay, cool.
I love John Bellion. He's a producer on Tori,
Hmm.
Jordan's recommendation for this week.
Yeah, yeah. He has a song.
And
He has a feature on that EP too.
yeah, he has a feature
No,
on one
my
of the
recommendations
songs.
EP.
Yes, your recommendations.
My
And then
recommendations.
he produced Shelter, and then there's another song. I guess because there's a part 2 of this EP. So there's another song on that half of the EP that he did. So yeah.
Cool.
Let Jordan tell you to check it out, not me.
Yeah. So now it's my turn.
Yes.
As Kelly said, my first recommendation
Shut up.
is Story by Tori Kelly. Some of my favorites are Cut, Shelter, and Alive If I Die. Great.
Yeah, that one's really good. You
Great
didn't like
song.
the Missing You R&B edit?
I did like the Missing You R&B edit. I really liked it
Okay.
actually.
Yeah, it was really good.
And I also think that Cut needs a bridge. It's like
Yeah.
90
You know
it's
what?
like 90.
I felt like a lot of these songs were kind of short now.
Yeah, they were short.
Okay.
Cut though just sounds like 90% chorus. So I think a
Mhm.
bridge would have really smoothed it out.
Mhm.
Also on I think it's Shelter. She's like giving her best Beyonce impression by like singing along with the guitar riff at the end.
Yeah, that was Shelter.
Yeah. You see Beyonce's impact? Don't ever say that she doesn't have one.
Right.
My second recommendation is My Love Is Like Whoa by Maya.
My love is like whoa.
Whoa. Great song.
Great
Fun
song.
song. That was a good era for
That
Maya.
was a good era.
What album is that from? That album's pretty good.
I know what it looks like.
Yeah. Green suit.
Yeah.
Um
My
like
love is
the
like
background is green.
because what's it called is also on that album. I think.
Fallen. Yes.
Yeah, Fallen. Yeah,
What is the name of this
I love that
album?
song too.
The
Okay, so
album?
the X is. Oh no, that's not it.
No,
Just
that's
kidding. Oh
not it.
yeah, Fallen in My
Case of
Love
the
is
X
like
is on
Mood
Fear.
Ring.
Mood
Mood Ring.
ring. Mood ring. Yeah. Um, but love My Love Is Like Whoa.
Yeah, great song.
Great song. Last recommendation is Adore by Cashmere Cat featuring Ariana Grande. Great song. Love
Mm.
that song. Love that song. I miss when Ariana was doing those like EDM type ish songs. Like this was like the era of like
Mm-hmm.
Break Free,
Yeah.
Adore.
That was the what 2010 to 2012 2013-ish EDM
Yeah,
era for
era.
everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone had Zed or somebody collab on their song.
Yeah. And then it
What happened to
stopped.
Zed? Is Zed still making music? I'm not in the EDM scene.
I haven't heard of Zed since that middle song that no one could escape in like 2013, 2014, whenever that came out.
Which one?
Oh, baby. Why don't you just meet
Keep
me in the
me in the
middle?
middle. Okay, yeah. I know
That song was literally a curse.
I'm losing my mind just a little. Yeah, that was everywhere.
That song was literally like if you weren't like, of course, most of the people listening to this, if not all
Mm.
the people listening, were alive when that happened. But like, if you don't remember when that song came out, it was everywhere. Like,
Everywhere.
songs don't get big like that anymore. That song, oh, it
No.
came out in 2018. Why was I
The
thinking I was?
middle?
Why was I thinking I was in high school when this song came out?
No, because like I feel like it would have came out in like 2016, 2015.
Say, not me being deep into college when this song came out.
What the heck? No, seriously.
But no, either way, the song the song hit highs, like highs that have not
Mm.
been seen since.
It was in
Ev-
every store.
It was in every store. It
Every
was in
store.
commercials. It was always
Mm.
on the radio.
Yeah.
Like,
It
you
was like that
could,
one Charlie Puth song that was everywhere.
oh, see you again. Yeah, I feel like when we
And
were in like high
what was it?
school,
Attention? Or no, not
attention.
attention. A different title. Sorry. Go on.
I know like his see you again from like the whatever Fast and Furious movie it was that Paul Walker did before he died. That song was
5?
everywhere.
Oh yeah, that was
It was
everywhere.
not 5. It was like 7.
Oh, 7? Oh, whoa.
I
Oh,
think it was like 7.
sorry. The fact that that movie and that song had a chokehold on some of our classmates.
Oh God, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I know. I saw the movie with that person, so yeah,
Did you?
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
But yeah, that's it for me. Thank you so much for listening. So
Yeah.
sorry that I like ranted for like 20 minutes at the top of the show. I've just had some very heavy feelings about this job, so
You just gotta
I
let it out.
I apologize. I just needed to let that out. My stomach already feels better.
Yay!
Yay! So, don't forget to follow us on our social media. We have a Twitter and an Instagram. They're both at SY2II Podcast.
What do you
Also,
what app are you talking about?
it's Twitter. Don't play with me. It's Twitter.
Can I? I'll have to show you something later.
I don't care
Go
what
ahead.
that crusty man says. It's Twitter.
No, seriously, I opened one of my folders and I'm just like, I don't remember downloading this.
Oh,
What is
mine still
this?
says Twitter because I don't have automatic updates on. Thank
Oh,
God.
cause see, like I don't know if you can see it, but like if you look really closely, you can still see the bird.
Uh huh.
And then I click into it.
And it's a X.
Yeah.
I'm so petty that if that had happened to me, I would have like changed like the app like
The logo.
picture and the name. I would have like, no, this is Twitter.
That is so strange. Okay.
But yeah, um, it's still Twitter. So follow us on Twitter and Instagram
Twitter.
at SY2I Podcast. Thanks. Also, send us your movie requests or your movie stories to our email, sy2ipodcast@gmail.com. Let us know any independent movies that you want us to watch during this strike because we don't really know that many. I found this movie
It's
on Netflix.
hard. It's getting hard to find one.
All right, it's
If I'm
only
being honest.
we're only in our second week and it's already getting hard. I found this movie on Netflix.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Frick.
Um yeah, and let us know if you like this movie, why.
I love how that's your first thing. Why?
Why? Because it's not great and you can't convince me that it is.
Yeah.
So, I really need to know why. So if you
Yes,
think so,
please.
please let us know. Also, share us with your friends and your family. Subscribe to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and rate and review us on Apple Podcasts with 5 stars.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Everyone have a good week. I hope everyone's having a good week. I hope I'm having a good week by the time this episode goes out.
I really hope so.
I hope so too, because, like I said, I can't do this much longer.
Crying on the inside.
Crying on the inside, almost crying on the out. Uh,
Outside.
so everyone, yeah, have a good week and stay iconic.
Stay iconic, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.